Hello everyone, Namaskaram. Welcome to my channel, BPK Nutrition, Integrative Wellness with Modern and Vedic Sciences. In today's episode, I wanted to talk about the new food pyramid, which is the inverted pyramid. There's a lot of buzz about this, and I wanted to share my take on it from a dietitian perspective as well as an Ayurvedic perspective. Stay tuned. Welcome back, everyone. First of all, thank you so much to all my subscribers and viewers who give me feedback regularly. If you haven't already done so, please do subscribe. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and also share with those that can be benefited. And also please put some comments because that would help me figure out new topics. Thank you. So let's begin with our topic for the day. I just wanted to do a quick video about the inverted pyramid that everybody's talking about nowadays, and I wanted to give you my dietitian's perspective as well as an Ayurvedic perspective on the same. So first, let's look at what is the inverted pyramid. So in 1992, we had the regular pyramid where you had the carbohydrates at the bottom, and the tip of the pyramid was the fats, and then you had proteins, and then the vegetables and the fruits and all in the middle. The inverted pyramid is, as the name says, inverted, that the tip of the pyramid is the bottom, which has the whole grains. So it emphasizes whole grains over refined carbohydrates. And of course, they also talk about real foods. Now, the top of the pyramid, which is the wider part of the pyramid, has the proteins, which includes animal protein and plant protein, and also healthy fats and dairy products. And the vegetables and fruits are in the middle, with vegetables getting priority over the fruits. So these are the key differences. So from a dietitian's perspective, I just wanted to share a couple of things. Number one, it's good that they emphasize real foods rather than talking about just carbs, proteins, and fats. Number two, it says to avoid ultra-processed foods and artificial sweeteners. Again, very good. Number three, vegetables are given priority over the protein. The fruits, because vegetables definitely have more fiber, and also they're very good for the healthy gut, and they're lower in calories, and it's not as sweet as the fruits. Then finally, you have the proteins, and this is where there is a big change, because the original recommendation used to be 0.8 grams per kilogram of body weight of protein, and now the recommendation has gone up to 1.2 to 1.6 grams of protein per kilogram body weight. Now, this is a lot of protein. However, the saturated fat recommendation is still 10% of calories. So when you put all of the animal protein and the full fat dairy and the fats at the top, it is really hard to meet this 10% saturated fat recommendation using more protein coming from animal products. So I think this is where we need to focus more on getting more plant dominant or plant-based foods to give us our protein needs, versus eating more animal protein and full fat dairy and full fat like butter and beef tallow, things like that, which are part of the pyramid, which it really doesn't look great on the pyramid. But this is where I think you have to use your own discretion. Again, talk to a dietitian or some nutrition expert who can help you with this. But this is, and also remember, proteins are very hard to digest and also can be a big strain on the kidneys, especially animal protein, because it also increases acidity, and it also makes digestion very difficult, so you can feel very sluggish. So this is where Ayurveda fills the gap, and this is what I wanted to focus on, the three body types, Vata, Pitta, and Kapha, and how to meet your protein needs for the different body types based on how they digest. So in Ayurveda, we always ask the first question, how is your digestion? We don't really talk about what food is good for you. Of course, that comes later. But first of all, the digestion is the most important. So even if you have the healthiest food in your plate, and if you're not able to digest what you have, then it doesn't really matter. So, and according to the body types, the Vata, Pitta, and Kapha, the Vata types are usually have very erratic digestion. So and they cannot digest large amounts of food. So for these people, it is much better to have more plant-based, especially moong dal is very digestible, and other lentils or chickpeas, things like that are easier to digest, and tofu and eggs, and very little meat or animal products, because those things are much harder to digest. And even when it comes to yogurt is hard, but then buttermilk is a little bit easier. Next one is the Pitta. Now, Pitta have a little better digestion. However, they can only tolerate moderate amounts of the dairy products and the animal protein. So here again, leaner cuts of meats, and it's, eating less times in a week, and of course definitely avoiding red meats, because that will increase Pitta, it increases inflammation, acidity, and all of that, and that could cause a lot of ama in the body. Third one is the Kaphas. Now, Kaphas have the slowest manda agni, or slowest digestion. So for them, it's best to go completely plant-based, or at least plant dominant, and very little meat, maybe once in a while or a couple of times a week. So this is how we need to tailor make it according to your body type. Now again, when I say body type, it's not just the body that you're born with, Vata, Pitta, and Kapha. If you have imbalanced your body along the way, and your digestion is slowed down, that is another reason to cut down a lot of these animal products and try to meet your protein needs through plant-based foods like the lentils and the tofu and things like that. And again, also buttermilk is actually a good option instead of having like a full fat dairy product. In summary, it's good to integrate both modern nutrition and Ayurvedic nutrition in order to come up with a plan which is suitable for your body type. Number one is choose real foods, more whole grains, fruits, and vegetables which are high in fiber, which is good for the gut microbiome. Number two, avoid ultra-processed foods and artificial sweeteners, which can cause toxins, ama, chronic illnesses in the body. Number three, increase your protein intake. However, make sure you stick to the saturated fat recommendation of 10%. So the way you can do this is by choosing more plant-based proteins and less of the animal proteins. Number four, always try to choose meals based on your body type, which means your digestion or digestive capacity. So if your digestion is very weak to begin with, then definitely more plant-based, more plant-dominant diet is much more beneficial than choosing a lot of animal products. And of course, remember to drink enough water for cleansing and hydration. Hope you found this helpful. Again, listen to your body, observe your mind, heal yourself, and I will see you again with another episode in a couple of weeks. Have a wonderful week ahead.